Alright, so part of doing this channel here is I want to document not only what I'm doing, but kind of what I'm thinking, document my winners and my losers along the way, and kind of help myself learn a little bit, maybe help you all learn something along the way too. So that's what we're going to do today. I would love to have started off with a winner, right? I'm sure everyone would have loved that, but we have a loser to review first. And this was kind of an interesting one. This is like my good news, bad news story. So yes, it's my first loser that I'm showing on video here, but this is the third time I've been in this stock since we can see July 27th here. So this is Wire is the ticker, and I've got some of these things here. I could turn this off, maybe clean that up for you a little bit. So I bought Wire back here, 27 July. And then one day I made 9%. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Sold it, got out of it, whatever. It fell back down here. Still using my Gann fans to buy and sell. Bought back into it on 4 August. And I held it, we can see, until 18 August. So about 2 weeks there as it rode up, hit, made another 12% on that investment. And then kind of watched it for a few days. It stayed on my watch list. It was still inside my parameters of a stock that I was interested in. And then it started to fall down here, and then it got to here, and I was ready to buy again. I had money on the sidelines. I was ready to go. I think this might have been my first mistake as we're looking at it. So it's falling down, and I interpreted this green bar to be like, okay, now it's respecting this fan here, where normally I'll wait for 2 indicators and then buy on the third, which is what I thought I was doing. But in retrospect, what really happened was it was falling. This was the first indicator that it was respecting. This was the next indicator was like, nope, not respecting that line. As we can clearly see here, and then it fell. So if I were to be looking to buy this one, I think today, so we could see it fell here, and then it started to show, indications like it's respecting this line here, and then so that's 1, 2. Here would be 3 that we could say, okay, it bounced off this line, and then if it opened above, then we would look to go. So that's where today is, right? So it looks like it's respecting, and it's hard to tell just based off of this trend. This trend would tell me, hey, it's respecting this line, but then we hit this intersection, it's up here. So to me, this is undecided. As far as my strategy goes, I'd probably stay out. That's kind of my philosophy. When in doubt, stay out. Because it could, if it pulls back, it's going to pull back down to this line now, maybe, So my entry was wrong. Okay, so I made a bad decision here, which led to basically holding it for a few days. So I was only in it 2 September through 8 September, so about a week, and lost 8.53%. So mistake 1, all right, entry was bad. Okay. Mistake number 2, when this might have been able to save me, like, yeah, I made a mistake here, but going forward, had I evaluated my exit better, I might still be in this, really. So as I explained before, I look in the past here to determine where I want to put my stop, and then wherever I put my stop, that's going to determine, because I just do a 1-to-1 ratio. So wherever this is, that's what that's going to be. That's my room to gain, as you can see here. But I was looking, and initially I'm like, well, here's way down here. That's where the support is. But that was going to be like 17%, right? So part of this is determining what your acceptable risk is, and I did not want to lose 17%. So I was like, no, where else is there some support? And I remember, as I'm talking about this, I remember looking at this green bar right here. I was like, all right, so that green bar, the base of it would be here, because I've been using the bases of the green bars. But I was like, I want to get a little bit of wiggle room, and I don't want to go all the way to the bottom of this green bar. So I went to just right about here, which was, I think, this tail. And then, hard to see, but yesterday fell all the way down, touched it, sold, and then it withdrew back up throughout the trading day. So where I think I could have maybe saved myself a little bit was had I looked for, you know, 3. A lot of people I talk to, they use like 3 indicators to really decide. So I want to go back a little bit further. So if I'm not comfortable, like this is not an acceptable risk. Like I don't want it. Like if it went down to here and I lost 17%, you know, I'd be pretty upset. So I was like, all right, that's not an acceptable risk for me. So if we're looking around here and it's not great, there's not a well-defined support line, but we can see there's a little bit of support about here. And if I'm using the bodies of these green lines, you know, and I want to hit 3 of them, so I'm looking at this one, and then I guess we'll be lined up on this one. So had I gone to baby right there, it's not great, but that would have gave me like 20 cents more of play. You know, and this is all armchair quarterbacking right here, right? Like who would have known that? But had I done that, that would have gave me just a little bit of room to play, and we would have been back in it. So we wouldn't have sold yesterday. It would have retracted, and it would have gone back up. We would have not lost our money. Still be red, and maybe lose money in the future, but we'd still be in it. So that's sort of my analysis on wire right here. I do have a couple other ones that are cooking in the green right now, so hopefully in the near future I could have a winner video to show you. But yep, 2 wins off of wire, 1 loss, so still ahead, but it is a loss. So until next time, thanks for watching.